Welcome to the Muckster Show. The Muckster Show is brought to you by Kill and Time Productions. Music and graphics provided by If You Know, You Know. And now here's the man himself, Muckster.
Hello, people and others. I hope everybody had a good Sunday. Actually, no, I don't. I don't really give a shit. When's the last time when you dropped off a casserole to my house? You don't care about me. Why should I care about you? By the way, I hate most casseroles. Anyway, that's not why I called you here today. I saw a meme on Facebook that I enjoyed. Let me bring it on up here. It shows the new mayor of New York, and it says breaking news. Zohran Mahendami is expected to require all New York elementary schools students to learn Arabic numerals. And that made me chuckle because I know there's going to be a bunch of idiots who will get all upset over that. And hello, Alan and Nerdy. But then I was remembering a story that happened to me about, at least 30 years ago. Early days of home computing, early days of internet. And believe it or not, back in those early days, I was one of those people that other people would call and say, hey, what do I do about this? And what do I need for internet? What should I do? I'll tell you, I should have got a commission for all the Dell computers I sold back then. But anyway, one of the things a friend of mine called about is she was getting the internet from the same local internet place that I had gotten for the library. That was kind of the ironic thing back when I was everybody's computer expert, was because I didn't have one at home yet. But I'd gotten at the library early on. Later on, we got a grant from Bill Gates to put in a couple of them for the public. But anyway, so my friend Ellie, she was getting the internet and she wanted me to come up and help her set it up. And it was this local company whose initials were CIA, which could have been unfortunate whenever one of my friends sent an email out one time because they were pissed off about the internet going down a lot. And they said, I think we should burn down the CIA office. And I was just waiting for that to trigger something at the NSA or something. But anyway, so I went up to Ellie's house and she had, paid for her internet. She had set up her username and password. If I remember right, I don't remember her username, but the password, she had put like Grammy25. Don't know what the 25 stood for. Definitely had nothing to do with her age because she wasn't that old. But anyway, so she was she couldn't get online, and this was back in the days of the old modems, the old modems. And I tried it, I couldn't get on either. And I called up the CIA. And unfortunately, the guy that was there after 5 o'clock is not the guy that I was used to dealing with all the time during the daytime. And so I was going through it with him. I was like, well, okay. So her username is Ellie or whatever she picked. He says, yep, that's what I have in here, and I said, and for her password, it's Graham25, capital G on Graham, and the numerals 25. And he said, yep, capital G Graham and the Roman numerals 25. And I said, no, it wouldn't be the Roman numerals 25 because that would be III. I said, it's the Arabic numerals if you want to be technical about it. And it's the same numbers that we all use. And he goes, yeah, Graham, 25 Roman numerals. I'm like, no, they are not the Roman numerals. I was like saying, it doesn't matter. It's the numbers we use. And he just was stuck on this whole thing of it being the Roman numerals. And I just bring this up because it's one of the stupidest arguments I've ever had in my life. We're sitting there going back and forth about Roman numerals and Arabic numerals. And this is one of my pet peeves. You know, I have 312 pet peeves, but this one is like in the top 25, is when people are condescending and they talk to you like you're stupid, but it's obvious that they are wrong. And unfortunately, this was so way far back that I couldn't even say to them, just Google Arabic number. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. I think we must have gone back and forth for 20 or 30 minutes about Roman numerals and Arabic numerals, and he just couldn't get through his head. He kept saying, yeah, it's the Roman numeral. And now that I've said all that, I realize this story goes like nowhere. I know after a while, Ellie just was like, just don't bother. Just, I'll worry about it later. And I think the next day she called and talked to the guy, the owner that I usually dealt with, and she got her internet working. But anyway, that's all I got. Any questions? Just one of those stupid things where afterwards I think, why didn't I just hang up? Oh, Alan actually has a question. Okay, I don't know which. Oh, you talking about the mayor? Yeah, that was kind of weird, isn't it? Isn't it funny, like how well he treated him when he supposedly disagrees with everything the guy says, and meanwhile she treats the president of Ukraine like shit. Yeah, yeah, I just saw that guy won by a huge margin. That should tell people something. By the way, another little political note. Can't remember if I said it already, but you know the whole thing about Marjorie Taylor Greene retiring and how she set it for January 5. And it's like, well, if you're quitting in disgust, why don't you just leave now? Ah, because on January 4, she becomes eligible for her congressional pension. So she gets her lifelong pension, and then she'll go off and get a job with Fox News or somebody because it's all about principle. Anyway, I just wanted to tell the story about the Arabic and Roman numerals. I'm taking off and going off and doing something useless. Have a good day, or evening, or night, or again, I don't really give a fuck.
Three guys in a little room, just a beat and a plan. Not much money, not much time, but we're doing the best we can. But we're doing the best we can.